I'm not gonna tell you where we're going yet. We're just gonna.
Oh, it's a surprise.
It is. It's a little surprise, and we're just gonna go. And
Can we tell them where we are right now, though?
yeah, why don't you do that?
I don't know where. I don't know.
We're in California, driving east towards Arizona, and we're just gonna take you along for the adventure. So we stopped. Someone in our group is helping a hitch, or someone who ran out of gas. Just getting some banana bread real quick before we get back on the road. We are outside Sedona by a little bit. Off-road for the first time. About 8 hours in the car so far, and then we're gonna air down and then go to the campsite for tonight. We're just pulling up to this view, and we've heard it's incredible. It looks amazing. Made it to camp, and we're literally on the edge of the cliff, overlooking. This is all Sedona. The little town down there, the mountains, the White Line bike trail is right here, and we are beautiful sunset, literally up here on the cliff. You can see there's cars driving around down here, the little pink Jeeps that people rent in the town, and it's just incredible. And then this is literally, we're camped right there. People getting ready, cooking dinner. It's the first day, and it's gonna get so much more beautiful and awesome than this, so we're stoked. Mr. Weiser's making sure we do it the right way.
That's right. You want me to narrate that again?
Yeah, let's.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
First, you got to get one of these out of here. Then you got to slap it on there, and you got to get it hot. Then you got to put some of that, and then you go over there. You get some of that. Then you come back over here, and you got to get some of this, and maybe some of this. Look at the color.
All right.
Which one's your favorite?
And don't forget
Cheese.
Too much alcohol.
That's
That's the trick, guys. They're super hard. Really. It is 9 o'clock, morning one, day
First
two.
morning, day 2.
We just packed up. This is the view, and it's gonna be hard to leave this, but we're gonna move on. We're headed to Colorado today. That's where we're gonna end up sleeping tonight. Made it to the end of the Broken Arrow Trail at Submarine Rock and flew the drone a little bit. Got all the forerunners set up for a nice picture. Everyone made it up the difficult feature right here. And then we're gonna head back and kind of start making our way towards Colorado. So this is Submarine Rock. We all came up this trail behind me. And then that is Sedona down here. And we're having a good time, about to have lunch. Where we camped last night is all the way up here. That's where we camped, on this ridge overlooking this whole valley. So that's super cool. And then gonna clean up or have lunch and then move on towards Colorado. We just got aired up and gas. There's a few more airing up right now.
Brakes anymore. Just kidding.
Well, our brakes are... they're still there. They're still there. They're a little squishy. And we're gonna drive to Silverton, Colorado. Just a few minutes ago, we looked at the weather at Silverton, Colorado. It's a high of 56 degrees.
Yeah, so right now it's 2 o'clock and we have 400 miles to go.
Which means we'll get there after dark. Like, probably after dark.
Depends where the mountain is, but yeah.
And it'll be like below 40 degrees.
We're gonna be snug.
We're still in Arizona.
Still have to go to New Mexico.
Still have to cross into New Mexico to get to Colorado. We're a little under 4 hours if we just drive straight through to Colorado. We left Sedona at like 2 p.m. Our ETA is like 10:30, probably 11 by the time we stop one more time for gas. Starting to cool off.
Oh, and you're before I'm going.
We're eating banana bread right now. We just got some snacks at the gas station, and we'll catch up later. We're in Cortez, Colorado, like 40 minutes into Colorado. We're still like an hour and a half, 2 hours from camp. It's like 9:30?
Yes, it's 9:31.
It's 9:30 and so we're getting to camp late. We just stopped at Burger King to eat since we're not gonna make dinner tonight. Set up a tent.
I'm gonna Walmart park
Down tomorrow morning, so that's that. We'll probably see you probably tomorrow morning, honestly. All right, it is morning 2. We're a little bit outside Durango, Colorado. We woke up pretty cold and we came in the dark, but on this mountain right here, there's snow. We can all see our breaths. Just kind of getting breakfast going over there and starting to get moving and packed up. But we woke up and it was cold. We're moving towards Silverton, Colorado, and then onward today. We're on the road, day 2. Woke up, had a nice breakfast. It was cold last night, but we all...
And actually, last night we told you that we were going to drive like 2 more hours into Silverton. We didn't. We're outside of Durango right now. We decided to pull over because it was getting late in camp.
Yep.
So now we're headed to Durango.
And we're going to meet up and then head to Silverado and further into the Rockies. Silverton. Made it to Silverton, Colorado. It's beautiful. There's like 360-degree mountain panoramic views. And this is where we're gonna leave the pavement for the day and go off-road. So.
We are at about 11,500 feet, maybe a little bit farther up. There's snow everywhere because it snowed about 2 days ago, and that's where we're headed. Oh, that's not gonna go up through there. Engineer Pass it's called. That's the rest of our group up there. But it's absolutely beautiful. But it's cold and there's no oxygen. So, anything you'd like to add?
This is a crazy road.
Yeah,
like we're on the side of this mountain.
There's been a lot of bikers passing. Here comes one. So you just gotta be patient, but slow and steady wins the race. I think we're going over here, not that.
Oh.
Because there's no road right there.
Never mind.
Okay, I need to watch my car.
But there's like this little stream right here.
Unfortunately, this was the only video I got from the top of Cinnamon Pass, but don't worry, there's plenty more passes to come in the following days. After this, we head down into the city of Lake City, make a nice lunch, and continue on with the day.
water crossings. Woo!
Wow, that was a lot of water.
Didn't think about the stuff on the roof rack. We just got
Oh, it's okay, we don't sort that.
Just had a nice lunch at a little town called Lakeside, and now we are back on the trail, heading up this canyon towards Engineer Pass. Almost at the top of the Engineer Pass. Kind of sitting in the slush. That's the background. Pretty incredible. I made it to the top of Engineer Pass. There's snow everywhere on all the mountains up here.
Sitting in my seat.
Yeah, Nick lobbed the snowball in here. Other Nick. But these are just, it's awesome. The snow adds a huge, just a scenic value. Now we're gonna head down.
Sketchy part coming right here.
Oh geez, a motorcycle.
After letting a few vehicles come through the other direction, we were ready to drive the pass ourselves. I've grown up in Southern California almost all my life and could count the number of times I had been in the snow on one hand. Thankfully, Nick knew what he was doing, but he explains what it felt like to drive this pass here in a second.
It's a little bit scary because this is a slope and it's slippery and snowy, so as you're driving, the car slides towards the edge. But we made it, I think. I mean, we're not done.
Nick did a good job.
Although conditions of the pass were sporty, I didn't miss the chance to lean halfway out the window and take a few pictures. We only got to experience this view for a few minutes, but it easily ranked in the top 3 views of the whole trip.
There's a whole bunch of sheep right here on the side of this hill. There's like a old mining town. Mineral King. Look at that. That's so cool. Bye. So Nick just mentioned that we are at...
Oh my god. I can't even see the bottom of the edge right here. Certain death if we fell.
Nick just mentioned that we are at the end of our 3rd day on the road. And we haven't even done...
We've done 916 miles.
916 miles. The whole trip's supposed to be 2,100 miles. So in the next 3 days, we're doing like 1,100 plus miles. So now part of that is like back home, but a lot of that is off-road.
And who knows what we have left today.
Views.
Some good radio chatter.
We just had dinner at a nice restaurant.
Something pub. Right? Colorado Boy Southwest Pub.
Colorado Boy Southwest Club. We both got
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
Nick
okay.
gets
That
to
is
focus
the
on
video
driving.
drop. I'm gonna.
Okay, anyway, we had a nice dinner, and now we're headed to the campsite. It'll be
That's
10
correct.
by the time we get there. And we're just following the leader. And
The leader, Ben, is in a Jeep with.
I'm riding this shit in the left lane until a car comes directly towards us.
That's Ben.
He's our champion.
He's our champion. So,
It's like 40 degrees outside.
I didn't even hear what you said, but go for yourself. Thank you so much.
you can't make this
What's your
up.
name? What's your name? Fuck you.
It's morning 3, start of day 4. That is the pile of ice that came off our tent last night. Nick Weiser and Diego just fixed the CV axle on Mr. Weiser's truck, and we're headed to Black Bear Pass,
We're gonna go to Imogene and Black Bear.
Black Bear and then Imogen.
and then hopefully camping in Moab tonight. So we've got a lot of driving to do today. Behind us, somewhere in these mountains, is Engineer Pass that we went over yesterday. Then we kind of went through the valley. Now we're up. Now we're gonna head west. Believe it or not, what you just saw was the easy section of Black Bear Pass. What comes next is the scary part. What you're seeing now is one of the scarier parts of the pass. With a cliff on one side and a rock face on the other, it doesn't allow the driver much wiggle room. This turn right here is where where we're gonna go down in a second, but where all the trucks have been going. And it's like steep and a tight turn. Scary. Here's a whole bunch of the vehicles right now, just kind of taking a little break. We got this nice little river, and it goes down into this huge valley. This is incredible. On either side, it's just mountains. This was my first time in Colorado and in the Colorado Rockies. I spent a fair amount of time in the Sierra Nevada mountains and other mountain ranges in Southern California, but never experienced trails and passes and little cities like the ones over the last few days. It was truly incredible. One moment you'll be descending down a mountain pass, and the next you'll be in a cute little mountain town. The small mountain towns in the center of mountains was like nothing I'd ever seen before. Okay, we finished Black Bear Pass not too long ago. Right now we're at a Shell station. We just had a nice lunch. We made sandwiches off the tailgate. Now we're driving an hour to...
No, more than that. We're driving to the Rim Rocker Trail, which is going to take us into Moab. We're going to be all the way in Utah.
So we're driving there. We're in Utah now.
Jimmy's going to sleep for like 2 hours.
Yeah, I took a nice nap. Yeah, we don't really know what the plan is. We're just kind of like along for the ride. We thought we were going to go off-road to Utah to Moab, but now we're like within 50 miles of it, so...
We still could. I mean, we could be like 30 miles away and then hit dirt, so...
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, it's very pretty.
It is pretty. We made it to Porcupine Ridge. Second to last night of the trip is the view looking over this valley. With these monument structures.
Let's make something clear. Right here is sheer.
Yeah, it's like 800 feet at least.
A little bit more than that. It's death.
But it's pretty cool.
This is the first time we got to camp before dark in a few days, which was really, really nice. Nick and I spent some time doing homework and catching up on assignments while watching the sunset over this incredible cliff. Nick Weiser and Diego replaced a CV axle and helped repair another vehicle. We had a nice dinner and sat by the campfire for hours with all the guys.
Alright, it is the 5th day, the morning of the 5th day.
We've been out here 5 days.
Yep.
And
And
got your 2 chairs.
we are in Moab, or near Moab right now.
No, we're in Moab.
We're in Moab. We're going to explore Moab for a couple hours and then drive a bit closer to...
Sadly for Jimmy, he might not get a lot of drive time because I've been looking forward to doing these trails for like a year, and I'm very excited.
This is Nick's dream. Ever since he got his 4Runner, this is where he's wanted to take it.
No, it's not. Shut up. I'm Jimmy. This is most of Overland. Yeah, if it was, I wouldn't be into it.
We had a nice campfire last night and we were sitting around. And at some point, Nicky and Nick Weiser got in a stupid argument about something that we can't even remember what it was this morning. But at the end,
I said,
so the fire pit's like about 20 feet from this cliff, and Nick said,
I said, walk about 20 feet that way and you'll have an out-of-body experience.
and it was the funniest thing I've ever heard out of his mouth.
That's not true.
After a half day of wheeling in Moab, we walked around downtown to get a few souvenirs before heading home. This was the home stretch of the trip, so I didn't film much, but the rest of today we drove about 6 hours home and camped for the night. The following day we got an early start and we're home before noon. Thank you Latitude 33 for an awesome trip.
What time did we wake up this morning?
3:48.
We woke up really early so we could get home. This is it. The trip's basically over. The 4Runner did good. No breakdown issues. Nick's done a good job driving. It was a good trip.
It's a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Beautiful camping of all different kinds of off-roading. And can't wait to go back and see those areas again.
Yep.